Back, baby! Okay, Pezziandes, I have a treacherous video out for you today. And when I say treacherous, I mean legendary. So, Blizzard, Communist Blizzard, they released a new PvP tuning. Apparently before Mice Mash, where they get drunk on a bitch and hula dance in Hawaii. So, they're not gonna, obviously, since when Blizzard goes AFK, they go AFK for like 6 months. So this is probably the last PvP changes that we're gonna get for a while. So let's see what they did. I heard they nerfed H-Pals for some reason. The Meister's head exploded 7 times. Luckily, I'm still handsome. Nice one. Even though H-Pal is the worst class in the entire game, but we'll get into that, I guess. So I'm gonna go over the PvP class changes and what is it just hot fixes, I guess. I don't know. So Sigil of Flame damage reduced. Oh, that's good. Sigil of Flame from Demon Hunter. That was big damage from Demon Hunters. So that's good. I mean, any nerf from these classes is good, I guess. Collective Anguish talent from Summon Fell Devastation. Reduced by 10%. I don't even know what that is. Rage Fire talent damage restored from Immolation or Critical Strikes reduced to 30 was 35%. Yep, so I guess 5% nerf, whatever that is. A Fire Inside talent, chance to reset Immolation Aura, reduced to 25%. So DH has got a little bit nerfed. Evoker, Pyre damage increased by 15%. 15%! Oh, does not apply in PvP. Okay. Damage of all spell, because that's their mega big damn burst. That's their Wario burst. When Wario farts with Pumbaa in the watering hole and it just explodes the entire plains of Africa. That's like when that's like when Deathwing came out of the cage and just destroyed the entire earth. Damage of all spells and ability increased by 3. Oh, does not apply in PvP. Resonating Spear once again applies Echo in the first 5 hours it passes through. Yep, I'm not. So whatever that is, I don't play Evoker. Evoker is just the biggest H class of all time. People who play Evoker look like this in real life. The dungeons of Saudi Arabia. Mage Arcane Blast damage increased by 6%. Does not apply in PvP. Does not apply in PvP. Does not apply in PvP. Does not apply. What? Flame Strike damage increased by 12%. No one uses Flame Strike. I'll be getting Flame Strike by mages. Intensifying Flames now increases Ignite damage by 25%. I don't know what Intensifying Flames are, but that's probably big damn. So that's a 10% buff on that. Maybe that's good for Fire Mages. So Fire Mages just got buffed a little bit. Or maybe, I don't know, it could be a lot. All this doesn't apply in PvP, so I'm not going to bother. Windwalker. We continue to keep an eye on Windwalker. You don't continue to keep an eye on anything, Blizzard. You're too busy combing your own cheese out of your beards and eating in your disgusting lint-covered belly buttons and feel the need of a second incremental improvement. Windwalkers are fine. They're an annoying class. I hate them. This round of tuning forces on payoff for successful executing of bonus effects in the Mystic Heroines Discipline tier. Mystic Heroines Discipline tier set. What kind of feminist name is that? As well as increasing the damage of rotational cheese spenders and rising sun kick. That was way too much reading for the maestro. Spinning crane kick damage increased 20%. Dude, you don't see 20% increases unless they're nerfing pallies. When they nerf pallies, they nerf them by like 60%. But you don't see buffs by 20%. Spinning crane kick damage increased. I don't know. No one uses it. Spinning crane kick, I don't think did that much damage. But I mean, Windwalkers already did a lot of... Blackout kick damage increased by 10%. That's like their main ability, so that's going to be big damn for them. Rising sun kick, oh my god! Oh, does not apply in PvP, good. So, I mean, these are pretty big damage buffs. Blackout reinforcement, oh, what the hell, 50% increase. I think that increases blackout kick by a lot. What in the mother swine? So Windwalkers are going to be broken beyond life itself. I'm going to see some bald gnome monks running around one-shotting me. I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to start screeching. Glory of the Dawn? Dude. Dance of Sheba, what the Dude, they're just buffed every ability that Windwalkers have, even though I don't even know what this is. Unison, sexy mama. I'm making a video.
Oh.
Big deal. And I was looking at your teats. Nice. Unison now heals a second injured ally for 30%, 35% of them, down from 50%. Oh, no, does not apply PvP, does not apply. Okay. All damage increased by 3%. Ret definitely does not need a damage increase. Ret's beyond broken, and wings last for 70 minutes. Wings literally are up the entire game. Like I said, Ret Paladin is not Paladin. Ret Paladin is a form of Guardian Druid. It's pure evil, cauldron brewing, nefarious fee-fi-fo-fum, job of the hut scoundrel behavior. I hate Ret Paladins. There's no version of Paladins besides H-Pal. Shadow Priest Psychic Link now causes direct spells to inflict 25% of their damage on all other targets afflicted by Vampiric Touch. Well, sets are already broken. I don't know why they're getting damage buffs. All healing increased by 3%. Oh, not apply. Good. No, good. Holy Priest does not need healing buffs. Holy fuck. All abilities and melee auto attacks damage reduced by 3%. Does not apply. I was going to say, I was just playing a Sassrogue now. They're getting nerfed. But 3% wouldn't have mattered anyway. And a Sassrogue is broken. A Sassrogue is broken. They actually should be getting nerfed. That would be a good nerf. Earthquake damaging. What? What? Why? Why would you ever buff anything about Ellie Shaman? One lava burst takes your entire health bar. Dude. Ellie Shaman is so broken. The Ellie Shaman won't even be targeting me. He'll be backpedaling into a pillar in Ghost Wolf, and I'll die from a lava shock tick. And they're buffing a random spell by 50%? Dude. I need to get an Ellie Shaman on my team. Elemental Warding now reduces magic damage taken by 36%. Well, I do not want enhances to be survivable again. No. I hate enhancement shamans. Torrent now increase. Enhancement shamans being bad is good for H-Pal, because enhancement shaman is terrible with H-Pal and good with every other class. So if enhancement shaman is not in the game, good for H-Pal. Torrent now increases. Oh, does not apply in PvP. Does not apply in PvP. Warlock Seed of Corruption damage. I don't know how. You don't really use that, right? Now applies to 4 additional targets. Dude, Affliction does not need buffs. Now increases critical strike and haste by 4. Oh my god. Why would you buff? These Blizzard, what? Why are you buffing UA Warlocks? That's probably a big buff too. Ugh. Soul Rod applying to more targets is a big buff too. On top of the whatever this crit haste thing is. Oh, Warlocks are broken. Oh, Ellie Warlock is gonna be insane. Rain of fire damage increased by Rain of Fire. What are these changes? This just shows you how delusional Blizzard is. Like, what about nerfing Chaos Bolt that does 90% of your health in one? Increased Rain of Fire damage, Cataclysm damage. I don't even think you use Cataclysm. Immolation damage from Infernal and Black. What? They just They buffed Destrolocks? Immolate am I reading this right? They buffed Destrolocks? Immolation damage from Infernal and Blasphemy. Yeah, it is Blasphemy. I curse you, Blizzard! Dude, Destro was already insane. Why would they buff it? And this seems like a huge buff. Immolate damage increased by 10%. That's one of the main spells. And then, why would you... Blizzard's pea-sized brain always... I always say, how can you make the game worse, Blizzard? And they always find a way. They did not... This all needed to be nerfed, not buffed. And... Gladiator's Distinction Trinket Bonus primary stat for DPS and tank specialization is now increased by 12%, was 20%. So it's less intellect. Stellar Flare Backlash damage increased by 8%. Oh, so when you dispel? Regrowth healing is no longer reduced in PvP combat, making ferals better. You do not need to do that. These changes are just weird and are like... Aim shot now deals 40% additional... What?! They buffed Hunter? Dude. Hunter was already insane. Or really good, at least. Dude. Who is making these changes? And this is a huge amount. Aim shot yield deals 40% instead of 25%. That's double. Dude. Well. Oh, getting to Paladins now. Mana regeneration is now reduced by 35%. Dude. Paladin is bad at literally every single thing. And the only slightly redeeming quality was that if you were the best Paladin in the entire game, which is only me, and you used your mana perfectly, then you could maybe, barely eke out the same mana regeneration as every other healer. On top of doing negative healing so you can't even live for the first minute of the game. Dude, the fact that they nerfed our only thing that was even slightly good, if you play insane, is mind-boggling. But I guess that makes sense since they decided to buff Hunters, which were already insane, buff Destro Locks, which were already insane, buff Affliction Locks, which was already insane, buff Ellie Shamans, which were already insane, and then nerf Pally, which is the worst class in the entire game. Yep, good job, Blizzard. I force you into the depths of despair. Dude. So, HPAL. Let's go over HPAL. You get in the game. You sack your teammate at 100% health. They nerf sack so it's only 20%. So your team dies 100 to 0 through your sack. Let's say you're fighting rogue mages in HPAL. They open up on you. They sap me. They sap the HPAL. They open up on your warlock. You're playing with a 1200 CR warlock, so he doesn't know how to use CDs. So let's say you actually get a pre-sack on the sap, and they open up on your warlock, and your warlock just sits the thing while the mage combusts and the rogue does his damage. They will kill your guy through sack before you can even get a Tyrus Deliverance off to heal. You could Daybreak and you could Wings and you'll die through the damage. Let's say a DKDH grips you into a blind, into a stun. Even if you have Tyrus Deliverance up preemptively, even if you have pre-Aura Mastery and Wall, and you sacked your Warlock, you will die through every single CD. And if you bop, it'll get purged immediately. And if it doesn't get bopped, it'll die through bop. And if you use full heal, you die through full heal. But let's nerf the one thing that Pally somewhat had, which is the mana regeneration. Why? And the first time they nerfed HPAL, you won't even believe this. They nerfed HPAL's mana by 65%. And then they finally, after 3 seasons, they decided to unnerf it by half of that. And now they're taking away another 20%. So, dude, that is crazy. And I already could feel, like, dude. Oh, by 30. Oh. God damn it, man. It's so sad, too, because, you know, at least I used to have fun playing HPAL, even when it's the worst class. Means I could have fun pressing my abilities, and it was somewhat fun to play. Now, Holy Pally is literally just a flash heal bot, completely useless class. You can't even go... You cannot even go in CC because your team takes so much damn that you can't even go CC before you die. Well, Holy Pally is completely useless. Treachery. I don't even want to read the rest of them. Healing Surge is now increased by 5%. Okay. Control the lava flame shock backlash damage increased by 8%. Yeah, they did not increase. They didn't. Oh, for enhance. Okay, it's whatever, I guess. Searing Flames now has a 40% chance to generate Maelstrom. Was 100%. Searing. Maestro's Mind is in. Searing Flames is a 40% should generate. Okay, so that's a nerf. I don't really know what Searing Flames was, though. Rolling Magma is now 60% effective. I don't know what that is either. Control the lava flame shock backlash damage increased by what? No, dude, lava shock the spell already does so much, especially when paired with like other stuff. Okay, that's annoying. Healing Tide Totem health increased by 30%, so it's harder to kill. Resto Shaman didn't need that at all. I mean, Resto Shaman's Healing Tide Totem did not need that at all since it's so hard to kill in the first place. And most people don't even kill it. Only really good players kill it. The Admiral class set bonus is now 30% effective. Eviscerate damage reduced by 7.5%. This is the only good thing they did. But I mean, 7.5% is nothing, and rogues are insanely broken, so like it's not gonna. They're not gonna really even feel it. I'm not sure what the Admiral vegan class Bellsprout 2-set bonus is, but Affliction, Unstable, Backlash, Ink, bro. Dude, Dispelling UA already one-shots you. It hits me down to 30% health. And they're buffing it. Why? Dark Harvest is now 75% effective. I don't know what that is. Chaos Bolt damage is now increased by 70%. Was 75%. So they nerfed that by 5%. Nerf Ace Battles by 70%. Nerf Chaos Bolt by 5%. Yeah, good job, Blizzard. Shadow Burn damage is now increased by 10% in PvP combat. Was 15%. Shadow Burn damage is now increased by 10%. So 5% nerf on Shadow Burn. I guess it's something. Flashpoint is now 50% effective in PvP combat. I don't know what that is. I think that's their... Wow. So... These are the most delusional changes I've ever seen in my entire life besides the rogue thing, but it needed a way bigger nerf. They needed to nerf rogues by like 30% overall. Or like nerf Peziante Nage into the... They need to buff Peziante Nage only and then nerf every other rogue because Peziante Nage already does 200% less damage than every other rogue. So buff Nage, that's fine because he's bad already. And then nerf every other rogue. Wow. Well, I've seen some delusional changes by Blizzard, but these just make no sense. Why would you buff Marksmanship Hunter? It's already so good. Like, dude, they do... Dude. Redesign Holy Paladins completely. Give us something that you can instantly press to heal your team to full. Why don't you have something that you can instantly press to heal your team to full on HPAL? You have no ability that heals your team to full on HPAL. If you press full lay on mice, it doesn't even do 50% of the person's health. And if you use it, then you can't bop. And then you die in between the bop CD, especially if your team is bad and doesn't know how to kite or do anything. Why is WoG mana cost? WoG costs mana and holy power. Why? Why? If WoG is going to cost holy power, then it shouldn't cost mana. And it does no healing. I find myself at full 5-stack holy power, but my team's taking so much damage that I can't even press WoG because it doesn't do enough healing. So I literally have to use my Daybreak stacks with 5 holy power. That is such an insanely bad design. And then you have to get flash heals off, which are 1.5 second casts. And even if you do imagine it's to fake the kick, even if you fake the kick the first global and get a precog proc, your team will die before you even get the flash heal off. And even if you do get the flash heal off, it won't do enough healing to even heal. So it doesn't even matter if you get it off. Dude, it's like... It's just unreal. It's just unreal. So yeah, I don't know. They need to redesign HPAL completely. Make it a fun class. Even Season 1, it was at least fun to press melee wings, even though it did no healing, was so terrible. It was at least fun to press. Just make it fun again. Like, it just sucks so much being a flash heal bot and flash heal does no healing. Like, why is there not fast cast? Like, they had fast cast in the game since the beginning of time, and then for no reason they take it away. When fast cast was the whole thing about paladins. That's their whole entire cast, was they get a proc and then we get a fast cast. That was the whole fun of paladins, being able to juke and stuff. And then they take that away. But anyway, stream, That's my video. If you like this, make sure to sub to the Maestro for a better life. Go follow me on Kick. I'm streaming on Kick too. Kick.com/Crusader34551. Make sure to sub to me on Kick. Follow me on Kick. And always donate to the Maestro for a better life. And the Maestro never gives up.